Hello, what's going on, fellow rock and rollers? Just Mr. Jim here. Peace and love, and thumbs up, and A-OK, and cowabunga, and rock and roll. Guess what? It's not Tuesday yet, so this is a Tap to the Tempo Tuesday, a day early. So we're gonna call it Make Music Monday. At any rate, tomorrow we were busy all day, so we wanted to make sure we got this out, even if it was a day early. So that is to our point. The early bird gets the worm, right? Ever hear that old saying? That means if you wake up early and you get a win before most people, if you get a chance to get out of bed or have their morning cup of coffee or do their regular morning routine, that's a beautiful thing. And you have a win already for that day before the day starts to get real crazy. So that's what I like to do. I like to get up, get out for a walk like I'm doing. The sun is coming up, although it's mostly cloudy today. And I'm getting a nice, hard, fast walk with a weighted vest and a rucksack on. Now, we've done this on Walk and Talk Wednesdays, and I've also done this at other sessions with the voluntary struggle and temporary suffering for the long-term good and the greater good. But today, it's not that. It's the early bird gets the worm. So get out there and get a good, fresh head start in your day. You know, we're still in the month of January. Hopefully you're still keeping those New Year's resolutions. And if they weren't New Year's resolutions, just resolutions to yourself in general to become healthier, happier, more well-rounded person and better version of yourself every single day, including every day this year. So the early bird gets the worm. The first person out fishing every morning usually gets the good fish, right? If you work out really well in the morning, you've already have a huge win for the day. Then you can go on with what you normally need to do. Like in a little while, I'm gonna need to take my son to school. Then my day is gonna start with a bunch of different one-on-one sessions and group sessions. But I know that I got my workout in. And it's good for my mental sanity as well as my physical condition to do these types of things. And it's hard to even walk and talk while I have a weighted vest on and I'm walking at a pretty fast speed. Even with this weighted vest on, I walk about 15 minutes per mile. That's moving. I'm not trying to say this to brag or anything, but it's difficult for me to talk while I do this. So that's kind of where you want to be. It's where you want to be at as much as you can, a good conversational speed. Sometimes you're a little bit out of breath, and that's okay. You don't want to be too out of breath when you're working out, though. So this is how I get my win in the beginning of the day. I also sometimes do a little bit of writing, or if you would call it journaling. For me, it's been working on the book that I recently self-published on lulu.com called The Daily Riff, 365 Meditations on Guitar. All different quotes from famous musicians and even some non-famous musicians about the guitar in some way, shape, or form and how I relate it to everyday life. And a lot of that book was written first thing in the morning. I'd get up, I would look up a quote or have a bunch of list of quotes already sort of identified in a Word document to myself, pick one, think about how I want to craft it, write it, and then, I got a win for the day. I already did a little bit of journaling. Then I go work out. I come back and make my lunch. It's all about being self-sufficient and being the early bird gets the worm. And today's session is one day early. So we're being an early bird by doing this a day early. Rather than on Tap to the Tempo Tuesday, we're doing it on Make Music Monday. So thanks so much again for tuning in. Have a wonderful day today, tomorrow, and every day. And get out there first thing in the morning. Get a win before everyone else even gets up. Then you can kind of do your day-to-day normal routine without having to worry about, oh my goodness, when am I going to be able to exercise? Well, you don't have to worry about it. You already did it. All right, have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.